This film reminded me of one of Priyadarshan's madcap comedies from the 2000s era. Hi guys, this is Farhad and welcome back to my channel Popcorn Reviews. If you're new to this channel, then please smash that subscribe button now. And the film that we are going to be discussing today is the new Malayalam film Guruvayoor Ambalanadayil. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Guruvayoor Ambalanadayil, which is starring Prithviraj Sukumaran and Basil Joseph. So basically, this film I had also done a teaser reaction to it, and I was quite looking forward to this because this seemed like one of those madcap comedies, especially because it was coming from the director Vipin Das, who was the director of Jai 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 Hai. So I think that film that was there, it was absolutely a cult comedy. I absolutely loved the eccentricity of that film, and I expected the same kind of eccentricity to seep into this film as well. So then, how is Guruvayoor Ambalanadayil? Let's find out. Coming to the story and screenplay, Guruvayoor Ambalanadayil is essentially a story of Veenu, who after nursing a heartbreak of 5 years is finally deciding to get married to a girl. To give him company and to give him a lot of motivation is his brother-in-law Anandan, who absolutely forms a very strong bond with him. Anandan, who's usually is nursing separation with his wife as well, is also undergoing anger management courses, but he's very sweet and he shares a very strong bond with Veenu. The twist in the tale occurs when the ex flame of Veenu is the same girl who is married to Anandan, and that is the twist in the tale, the conflict in the tale that is there. The story here is absolutely straight out of a Priyadarshan comedy that is there, that guarantees you chaos, confusion, and a lot of laughter along the way. And the screenplay standing at 134 minutes is absolutely hilarious to the core because it follows a certain beat and never lets it go. Yes, there are small issues in the screenplay that I will be discussing, but overall it was absolutely an enjoyable ride that is there. Now the drama here, it opens with the introduction of Veenu, who's working in the UAE and he's planning an India trip in order to get married. And very early on in the film, you get to know that he shares a very warm bond with his brother-in-law. So much so that his would-be wife is also irritated, and the bromance that they share is essentially the USP of the story to begin with. It is infectious and you can genuinely see the kind of warmth that the two of them share, even though both of them have contrasting character traits which are in the film. The contrasting character traits: Veenu is a little restrained, little shy. Anandan is a little boisterous, also managing some anger issues, but not with Veenu. A twist in the tale definitely, as I said, occurs when Veenu gets to know that his ex-flame is the wife of Anandan, his brother-in-law, and that is when he decides to manipulate the wedding in order to try and call it off. Now, the interesting part about the screenplay is that the two halves are almost like mirror images of each other. So in the first half, you see that Veenu does not want to marry his fiancée Anjali, much to the contrast of Anandan, who wants Veenu to get married. On the other hand, you see that in the second half rather, you see that Veenu is he just wants to get married to Anjali again, much to the dismay of Anandan, and that is something that is a mirror contrast even with the characters that are there. In the first half, some characters do not want to spoil the wedding. The same characters want to spoil the wedding in the second half. So there is a definite beat to the screenplay that is there. It is almost like a roller coaster ride in the first hour that comes down in the second hour, also with the contrasting halves that are there. My only issue with the screenplays was in the first hour, the transformation happens very quickly with the characters. I think the transformation could have been taken a little organically, it could have taken a little more time, which is why the interval block seems a little abrupt, I would say. Second hour is when the traditional mode of storytelling comes in, with a string of incidents that are there that either are meant to call off a wedding or to actually to continue with the wedding. And I think that was a typical kind of a formulaic second half that is there. Not that I did mind anything, but I felt that there could have been a little more chaos, little more confusion that could have been created. I think the screenplay was working very well up until Veenu got to know about his ex flame being the wife of Anandan as well. From that point, it was a little predictable, it was a little cliched, probably a little more confusion could have been added, but the events are wholesome, entertaining, and they are hilarious to the core, and they definitely will make you smile. This is also true for the extended climax, which was a bit of a hit and miss for me. The entire drone shots did work in certain places, but I think it overstayed the welcome, with the entire chain, getting stuck on the drone. So it was a bit of a hit and a miss, with all characters under one roof. That was an interesting setup as well. Little more confusion, like how Priyadarshan had gone bonkers with the film Hangama. One film that I remember, that climax, I still, remember, and it makes me smile, it makes me laugh. That is something that wasn't exactly achieved here, but otherwise, I think it was still a commendable effort as far as the screenplay is concerned. The last shot will give you goosebumps as well. And I also want to add that there were meta references of certain Malayalam films like Drishyam and Nandayan. I hope I'm pronouncing it right, Nandayam. Prithviraj's film, which was there. Both of them were cult films, and the meta references that were there added nice nuances to the character. Especially Nandayan, I think that film had a setup of Guruvayoor as well, the temple of Sri Krishna, and I think that was, well utilized with the references that are there here. So it was a good screenplay overall speaking. Coming to the technical aspects, the dialogues, the music, and the direction, I felt the dialogues were very witty. They will invariably make you laugh. They will make you, they are hilarious to the core and will make you smile at least. The music is really good as well, and the songs go in sync with the mood of the drama. The BGM is also very good. It also goes well with the mood of the drama that is there. The frames, the cinematography, very well done, capturing certain frames which are a little playful in nature, and therefore they actually will make you smile. The editing is a little patchy at certain places. I felt it was still decent, but little patchy. Director Vipin Das, I think he did a very good job. Again, he understands the pulse of the audience that is there in terms of the comedy, and definitely he did draw his inspiration from the Priyadarshan brand of films that are there, catering to the comic timing that is there, the situations that are created, especially around the common man. I think that is what will connect with the viewers as well. I think the direction was really, really good here. Now, coming to the performances, I felt the performances are really, really good. There are some sparkling cameos by, for example, say Akhil or Yogi Babu. All of them, I think even Aswin, I think he did a wonderful job. I think Saaf and Siri, I think both of them were hilarious to the core, lent good support. Anuswara Rajan, I think she looked very pretty and she has a pleasant personality on screen. She did a very, very, very good job. Nikhila Vimal also did a good job. I still feel that her character was a little underwritten, given that the conflict revolved around her character as well. So therefore, I felt that a little more meat needed to be added, to her character to fully allow her performance to blossom. And this was particularly true towards the end of the film as well, where the transformation again happened, in a jiffy. That is one issue that was consistent throughout the screenplay that was there. I think Prithviraj was phenomenal once again after Adu Jeevitam. He was exceptional with his comic timing and his screen presence. There were two dual kind of traits that were there. One being extremely warm and sweet towards Veenu, and the other having anger management issues, and it needed an actor with a certain amount of skill to pull it off, and Prithviraj did a wonderful job. Basil Joseph also was wonderful to watch here. He has a disarming smile and a certain likability factor that, even his certain vulnerabilities with his character are forgotten in the midst of a wonderful, pleasant screen presence that he has. And I think he particularly scored also in the comic timing. I think he was pitch perfect in his comedy, and I think he did a wonderful, wonderful job. So the performances are stupendous here. So overall, Guruvayoor Ambalanadayil is essentially fitting ode to the Priyadarshan brand of comedy, the madcap, Mad Hatter comedies that are there of Priyadarshan. I think it was a fitting ode to that. I think the performances were good, and I actually enjoyed it. It was an enjoyable ride. There were a few flaws here and there, but overall it is entertaining and it did make me laugh and smile. So I do recommend that you watch this film. If you already have, let me know in the comments on what did you make of the film. Also, if you're liking this video, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, press that bell icon, and share this video with your friends and family. Any small help helps a small creator like me. Also follow me on different social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Letterboxd. I do not end up making a video on everything that I watch, but I do write a lot. All information is present on my site, Popcorn Reviews with a double S, where you will also find a detailed review of Guruvayoor Ambalanadayil, which essentially stands for in front of the temple at Guruvayoor. Guruvayoor is a place. So that was it from me, and I will see you again soon with another video. If you, by the way, haven't watched my blast from the past episodes of the twin films that I have done, please do watch that as well. Bhutak Kannadi and Thanya Vattanam. I hope I'm pronouncing. I always fumble on this name. Anyway, just watch it under the Malayalam playlist and let me know your thoughts on that. And I'll see you again soon with another video. Till then, thank you so much for your love and support, and take care of yourselves. And also vote wisely. Cheers.